YouTube channel The Corridor Crew has decided to take a look at the Jellyfish UFO video and debunk it. So let's take a look at this clip and see what they say about it. Now, who is The Corridor Crew? Unless you don't know, they are a group of VFX artists. They host a weekly show called VFX Artists React, and they have on, you know, special effects directors in movies and all these things to look at, you know, movie scenes and figure out how the VFX was done. And so they're, you know, they are in the VFX industry. And I would consider them experts in a lot of ways. They're not working for like big budget movies, but they know their stuff, man. So I've been a fan of theirs for quite a while, watch a lot of their videos, and they're just fun guys. But, you know, again, we don't have to believe everything someone puts out, but it is interesting to hear their perspective. I like hearing different perspectives, so you'll always see that on this channel, if I can, right? So anyway, let's take a look at this clip and see what they say about the Jellyfish video. I've also got another UFO video that they take a look at that is quite interesting at first till you realize what it is. So let's take a look and see what's going on. If you're new to the channel and you like content like this, please hit that subscribe button, y'all. We put out a new video every day, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. I do not miss a day. And of course, hit that like button, y'all. That really helps out the videos, and y'all are so good about doing that. So thank y'all so much. And of course, comment down below of what you think of the Corridor Crew's, you know, reaction to the video and kind of what they say about it, right? Their summary, if you will. Their debunking, and the other video. I'm curious to hear what y'all say. So without further ado, let's jump in. I've got it queued up. Let's go. Bam.
That we kick this all off with one of the most popular UFO clips that have come out over the last month.
This footage was reportedly taken at a U.S. joint operations base in Iraq.
It is not a stand.
He says in the last month, I'd say like ever, to be honest with you.
Or common shape.
It only is detected through its thermal emission in the infrared.
Huh, look at that. It's all spiky and tenderly and...
So yeah, there's all sorts of things going on here.
But like, what is it?
Let's get the facts straight before we identify what this is.
This does not look like manipulated video to me. Like the color values on the UAP are changing as the background exposure changes, and that all looks normal.
Yeah. Do you think the object itself is moving, or is it static?
I think the object is definitely moving. It actually doesn't seem to be moving all that fast.
You're right. You might notice that compared to other videos we see like this, it's moving a...
So I find it interesting that they also agree that this isn't like something on the lens or, you know, CGI'd in. Like it's a real video, right? There's something actually in time and space flying around or floating around, however you want to put it, right? Which is good to hear. Now let's hear what they say about the rest of it.
A little slower.
Yeah.
And that's static.
I think the object is definitely moving. It actually doesn't seem to be moving all that fast.
You're right. You might notice that compared to other videos we see like this, it's moving a little slower.
Yeah.
And that's because the vantage point in which it's being filmed from is relatively static. So this is the base that's being filmed here, and you can see it's not actually very big.
No.
But what you see here, this is actually a launch zone for reconnaissance balloons.
Oh, really?
Yes. The camera that is on there is panning across the base. So we know that it's static, and we know how big the base is, so you're basically able to discern the speed of this object.
Basically.
Basically. It's like 10 miles an hour. That's nothing.
That's like wind speed.
Exactly, it's wind speed. Right now, it's just moving like a normal object being moved by the air in the sky. Here's the mystery. We still don't know what this thing is.
Wait, really?
There's not a photograph of what this floating object is. There are other users who have pointed out, though, that this silhouette that we're talking about actually does bear a striking resemblance to actual real-world technology that the military is testing. And if you look at the silhouette, it's...
Now, they're having fun. All right, so I think that's okay. We can all have fun. They're just having fun, in my opinion.
Actually, it's really close. Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. This kind of feels like it's just a bunch of balloons.
So real quick, if you look at this picture, this is the same picture that Mick West used of balloons. But look at their picture. It's like all distorted. All the balloons, everything has been like shaped to match that other image, which is odd to me. Why would they do that? Why would they mush up the image, right? Like if you zoom in on it, you can see this balloon right here is all weird. Look at it. It's all weird. They did something weird to it to make it into the shape of that thing. So why would you need to do that? If it's actually balloons just all next to each other, you wouldn't need to manipulate this image like that. So that's really my only critique of this video in that sense. Again, I don't judge people based on their opinion on UFOs, guys. And people, in my opinion, are allowed to look at a UFO video and decide for themselves what they think it is. I'm not going to judge them. I'm not going to hate them. I don't care what they say. That's their opinion. And this is their opinion, and they're VFX artists. So I really like to see stuff to see if they think it's like been CGI'd. Past that point, they're not experts, okay? They're not experts. They're VFX artists, not things in the sky artists, right? So I take their opinion when it comes down to like, you know, the video aspect. But past that, it's not always, right? Again, but I appreciate them doing this and putting it out. It gives more eyes on it. But again, in my opinion, this part that they manipulate the balloons, and I don't know if they did it or they got it like that, but either way, why would they show this? Like that, to me, defeats the purpose. Again, it's manipulated to look like that other one. And I just find that odd.
Guys.
See how they did that? They to overlay it, to make it seem like, oh, that's all it is.
I'm sorry, it's not the alien.
So again, they've done it on this one too. You see it right there on the edges. It's just weird. I just don't know why you would.
It's not the jetpacks.
Yeah, either it's like a Mylar balloon with a bunch.
Now, maybe it's the wind pushing it that gives it that weird shape. I don't know. That seems odd to me. That'd be some strange wind to manipulate the balloons like that. Like I've seen balloons. They don't change shape really. Anyway, I don't know.
Like dangling streamers and stuff, like decorations on it, or it's just literally a bunch of balloons.
Okay, this is what Mick West used right here. This is the video Mick West used. So they used some of his stuff. The fact that the flag with the wind, that's also from Mick West. I believe he originally found that, or at least Metabunk did, the people at Metabunk. So whatever. I mean, you get an analysis. Look, I'll look at any analysis. You don't know till you've seen it. You know? So
I got a jellyfish for you guys.
I would love to see your jellyfish.
Well, okay. Is that a dude?
Jesus Christ.
Okay, what did that look like to you guys?
Obviously, is an interdimensional being.
What is it?
I thought this case was closed. I mean, it's obviously just a balloon that pops. But I actually dug and I found the original video clip that's actually higher quality than this. Okay, ready for it? Now, immediately, what are those orbs?
Oh my God.
Is this VFX?
This is VFX.
That's VFX.
Oh my God.
That's VFX.
Bros After Effects motion blur.
What do you think was used to make this?
After Effects.
Now look at this.
now, I've seen that video floating around on Twitter like it's real. That is the problem with this stuff, right? And again, it's not like we can stop VFX artists or people that like to mess with those programs from trying stuff like that, right? That's why it's not on the people that create this stuff. It's on the person that watches it to discern and use critical thinking. That's your only bet. If your bet is to put your faith in the other people, well, he wouldn't lie, or he wouldn't do that, or you're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this video, or whatever the thing is, it's on you to sort of decide, not the source of it. We can't, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know if I made much sense there, but yeah, find that fascinating because a lot of videos go out like that. I really think the MH370 video was like that, right? And these guys took a look at that too, and could easily tell it had been manipulated, right? Adobe After Effects, just like that. It looked just like that, like just ridiculous. At least the jellyfish is like something in the screen, right? Again, their theory is balloons, but they can't discern. It's not really debunked, right? This one they actually debunked, right? But the one with the balloons, the jellyfish, that's not debunked. That's just their theory.
That's right. We're still pros, baby. We still got it.
Dude, bro, I was called it. It's the After Effects motion blur.
In After Effects, if you have something animated and it moves, you can turn on motion blur and it basically just elongates a blur for that object. But this is mostly a dark object, and when it blurs away, you end up with a dark blurred streak, which isn't optically correct. You don't see dark motion blur. You see light motion blur. It'd be closer to the first version of this where it just disappears. This video is very clearly debunked, and yet in spite of that, this is still shared all the time amongst UFOologists. Ufologists?
Ufologists. When I was analyzing this video, there's moments where I laughed, not out of humor, out of surprise.
Es cuando ya ella se da cuenta.
This is like a road snail.
And it lights up, and he stops and he looks at it, and you're like, oh man.
Wow.
Is that a drone?
And then it's free.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
This one's a good one. I was watching this like, this
Look
is
at this,
a
the people
good one.
chasing it?
Yeah. Wouldn't it be cool if somebody had cell phone footage of them chasing it?
Oh my God, there's a on the ground angle with an actual camera. This is interesting. Having people actually confront the object and like witness it firsthand.
So is this fake? Is this real?
I didn't see any of the obvious tells of doctored footage, unlike Anthony Choi. At first I thought maybe it was like a Phantom 4 drone. It kind of resembles that, but this one's too tall. I just have no explanation for it. I have no idea what I'm looking at.
Unexplained footage?
This is unexplainable.
Are you guys stumped?
Wait, do you know the answer, Nico?
Because yeah, I also felt this thrill for a moment. I was looking at this and I can't explain it. You know, I'm just chasing that high of the Project Loon video still.
Project Loon.
But you know what? Brought it into the computer. I did some enhances. Computer, freeze frame. Computer, rotate footage. Computer, zoom. Computer, enhance.
That one does look like that to me. That one does resemble that floating balloon, to be honest with you.
I thought you were messing with me at first.
I mean, it looks just like it. It really does. Now, the original jellyfish, right? Jeremy Corbell's one, that one I still just don't think balloons.
That is like a slap in the face.
Turns out Bugs Bunny up.
I mean, it does look like it quite a bit. See the ears, you can see the face. Yeah.
Upside down kind of looks like a jellyfish.
Yep, and they have the light on their phone when they're filming it, so it's...
But why would it be floating upside down? You know what I mean?
just reflecting the blue LED light from the phone, which is what's giving the impression of having like...
Because wouldn't it turn around the way the air is underneath in the ears, right? Because all the weight would be in the face, or do the ears weigh more than the face? Because that's the only way to me that happens. I don't know how that floats upside down. Yeah, that's the only thing about that that's interesting to me.
Eyeballs and stuff.
That is so good.
I got one.
I mean, that shot where it turns, it does look like it. But again, that's so odd. So anyway, look, I'm going to put a link to the rest of this video. Y'all go check it out. Again, check out Corridor Crew. They've done lots of videos of looking at UFO stuff. It's just interesting to hear their perspective on things. They're really good at telling if something's been CGI'd. I think past that point, you know, if it hasn't been CGI'd, then they're just trying to determine what it is like us in the video. Right? They're not experts at that point. They may be able to tell you about certain things in the video, but again, that's what I'm looking for when I watch their stuff, just to see if it's CGI'd. And look, they have a great show called VFX Artists React. I recommend you check it out. It's great. They got some really interesting videos. They've had some major viral videos, you know, a couple 100 million views videos where they've done some crazy stuff. So again, I personally have no problem with people taking a look at this and trying to figure out what it is and what's going on and putting out their opinion. Again, hearing another analysis of it isn't that bad, especially from someone of their caliber and what they do, right? I mean, there's experts for a reason. Because if that expert was saying what you wanted to hear, you would be like, yeah, he's an expert, see? So you can't really pick and choose right like that, right? You know. Because, again, you got experts saying it's not a balloon, and then UFO people will cite that guy. But if it doesn't say what they want, then, you know, he must be doing it for a reason. Money, a shill. You know, that word definitely gets thrown around way too much. Shill. I get called a shill, a government agent, all the time. It's absolutely crazy. Like, if you knew my life, you knew how ridiculous that is. Yeah. So anyway, y'all, I'm going to put a link down in the description. Please, y'all check it out and let me know what y'all think of this jellyfish debunking and the other two videos. Kind of interesting. So I hadn't seen the upside down Bugs Bunny one. I had never seen that video. So, and again, they got more videos in there to take a look at. So anyway, thanks again, y'all, for watching. If you watched this far already and you haven't hit that subscribe button, please, what are you waiting for? Hit it now. Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, betters. As always, remember, every day's a gift. Peace.